very good morning to you. My name is Shankari and welcome to Mindfulness with Shankari. So today I'm going to talk a little bit about grounding or the practice of grounding before and after meditation. And this is a fundamental, a core practice that is so important to incorporate or integrate in any meditative practice, even meditative practices like yoga or hatha yoga, which is physical form of yoga. And the reason it is so important is that it is a practice that brings you back to your center and brings you back to your core. It is the one thing that grounds you into your reality, grounds you into the earth. During a meditation or during any meditation, we tend to have experiences that may not be focused in reality. That's why it is so important to start meditating or start the practice of meditation with mindfulness, because mindfulness is a very physically centered practice. It brings you right here into the now. It brings you right into your physical body. But more advanced meditation practices almost delves deeper into the psyche, delves deeper into the emotional aspects of us, delves deeper into the mental aspects of us. We can almost visualize this or imagine or see this as there is your physical body, which is your physical, tangible aspect of you. And then there is your emotional body, which is your less tangible but very sensitive aspect of you. And we sense our emotions, we feel our emotions. And I have done a previous video on how to connect to your emotions, how to process your emotions. So there is a layer just above our physical body that we can attribute to our emotional body. And just beyond that, there is a third layer of consciousness that we can attribute to our mental body, that is our mind body. So in the mind, we process thoughts, we process perspective, we process anything that has to do with planning, focus, discipline, anything mental in nature. So there are a few layers that form the fundamental core of our being. And during meditation, we process experiences in the physical, we process experiences in the emotional, and we process experiences in the mental bodies. So these may come up as flashbacks, as memories. These may also come up as what in this field we call thought forms, or an energetic sort of discrete pocket of energy that is resonant to a particular thought. So if there is a thought of success and you've always held this thought of success within your being, then there will be a pocket, a discrete pocket of energy resonant with success in your mental energy field. So when we are doing meditation, when we are meditating, we almost lift ourselves, the consciousness almost lifts itself up from the physical body and begins to process emotions in the emotional body. It begins to process thoughts and experiences visually in the mental body. So you can experience any number of these. You can even experience a combination of these during meditation. And when we do something like moving into a memory or moving or almost processing memory, it is so important to bring consciousness, your own awareness back into your physical body. And it's also very important to, before you start this practice of meditating or before you begin meditating, to all ground yourself, to know where your center actually is in this physical body, in this physical moment. When you do that, you open the door, or you set this space, if you like, for an intention. And you can have whatever intention you wish to have during your meditation. So it could be I intend to deliberately bring more consistency to my practice. I intend to deliberately bring more discipline into my practice. Or you can set about intentions for other aspects of your life. I wish to connect more deeply with other people. I wish to improve my relationships with other people. Or you can set big goals like, I wish to bring this particular project into fruition. And long term, short term, the world is your oyster. And the sky is the limit, right? So, um, whatever you do, you want to bring yourself first into your center. Bring yourself first into your physical body, into the now, and then begin the process of setting about the intention of your practice. And once you do this, you can write it down before you start your meditation, almost, so you have a concrete idea on what your intention is to be for this week, or is to be for today, or is to be for the near future. You want to do this for 3 months or so. It doesn't matter. So when we begin the practice of centering ourselves, we go about the meditation. After that, we continue with the meditation that you're doing, whatever that meditation is. It could be mindfulness, it could be a more advanced meditative practice. During that meditation, you may experience different things. You may experience different emotions that may come up, different thoughts, different patterns of thoughts, or you may experience a particular worry or a niggling feeling that you might be having in your present life. So, when you're experiencing that, as with any meditative practice, you want to bring your awareness almost as the observer, watching that thing that's coming up, watching that experience that's coming up. So, your consciousness is basically in two places at the same time. Part of you is the experience, but part of you is also the observer. And in this way, you almost detach yourself from the experience. And if you're having a particular experience that's difficult, if you're having a particular emotion that's coming up that's uncomfortable, or it's causing you to respond physically with crying, or almost shaking, all of this is part of the experience. So know that you're safe when experiencing these things. Know that it is part of the process, because meditation, as I always say, is a practice in getting to know yourselves, getting to know the aspects of you that are aware and conscious, and also getting to know the aspects of you that are within the subconscious experience or within the subconscious mind. So, once you've finished the meditation, once you've finished the practice, you want to again bring yourself back to center and ground yourself into this reality. Ground yourself into your physical body. So you can bring your awareness back into your physical body, back to your spine. This is where your core is, your core energy center is. Back to your spine, the base of your spine, and the feet. So the soles of the feet. Grounding has a lot to do with connecting yourself to this physical space. And the physical space that you want to connect to is the earth. So your anchor is to the earth. Your anchor is to your physical body, and your physical body's anchor is to the earth. So you want to imagine yourself, or focus your energy, focus your attention on the earth. Almost feel yourself deeply rooted and connected to the earth. In Hatha Yoga, there is a practice, there is an asana called Tadasana, which means the mountain pose. In that practice, You stand straight on the ground. You feel the earth beneath your feet and you ground yourself and you root yourself in the earth. So it is very similar. During meditation, you can use your mind, you can use your imagination to do that. You don't actually have to physically stand or physically emulate the asana. You can simply imagine that you're standing very strongly, rooted very strongly into the earth. And that in that way, you're you're no longer attached to the emotional experience, you're no longer attached to the mental experience, whatever experience you've had during that meditation session, right? So this is so important. And before I close this video, let us go through a simple practice that you can use to do this grounding. Thank you.